Letter accusing the network, and I'm quoting now, of deceitful editing. Let's go to our White House correspondent, Elaine Quijano. She's watching this story for us. Elaine, what is going on here?
Well, Wolf, judging from the forcefulness of the White House's response, safe to say that President Bush himself is not at all happy with the way in which NBC News edited an answer that the president gave about a question and responding to a question about Iran policy and appeasement. This, of course, coming on the heels of that speech before the Israeli parliament that touched off a firestorm on the campaign trail. Now, for some context, let's take a listen first to the clip in question.
At home, you said that negotiating with Iran is pointless, and then you went further. You said that it was appeasement. Were you referring to Senator Barack Obama?
You know, my policies haven't changed, but evidently the political calendar has. And when, you know, a leader of Iran says that they want to destroy Israel, you got to take those words seriously.
A lot of Iran's.
Now, the White House insists, and in fact, the full interview does reflect the fact that President Bush did challenge the premise of the question in one respect. Edited out of the clip, what you did not see there, was this portion of the president's answer. Quote, "People need to read the speech. You didn't get it exactly right either. What I said was that we need to take the words of people seriously." Now, the White House is letting loose on NBC News in the form of a harshly worded letter from Counselor to the President Ed Gillespie to NBC News President Steve Kappas saying, quote, "This deceitful editing to further a media-manufactured storyline is utterly misleading and irresponsible." And Wolf, the White House taking the unusual step of releasing that letter to reporters. Wolf.
And what is the response from NBC News?
Came very quickly. In response, NBC News issuing a statement of its own saying that the full interview of the president has in fact been made available on their website, and going on to say, quote, "Our reporting accurately reflects the interview. Just as the White House does not participate in the editorial process at the Washington Post, the Wall Street Journal, or USA Today, NBC News, as part of a free press in a free society, makes its own editorial decisions." But interesting again, Wolf, the way in which the White House is hitting back, pulling no punches, saying that it feels it was wronged by the way NBC News characterized the president's answer. We can be sure, Wolf, we will likely be hearing more about this in the days to come, although I should note we did not hear from the podium Deputy Press Secretary Scott Stanzel talking about this today. I asked about that, perhaps why that was. He said, well, this letter, the decision was made to release the letter once it was ready. It simply wasn't ready before the briefing happened. Wolf.
All right, Elaine, thanks very much. Elaine Quijano with the latest from the White House.